All right, it says I am live. So, to anyone who sees this after the fact, thank you. I've not done a lot of live streams lately. I've just been very, very busy with requests, wanting to get them out as soon as possible. So, mainly I've been busy with that. We'll see how that goes. The live streaming goes for tonight. No in the chat so far, so we'll see what happens next. We got Greater B. I'm doing well. How are you doing, sir? We got Perry Fan 49. I'm doing well. How about you? Let's see. Hi, Randy. Hello there. Crystal Lake Counselor. Hello there. How are you doing? John, Zero Cool, doing well, man. How about you? Just been very busy with requests, as I'm sure you guys can tell. Hi, Jason Case. As you can tell, I uploaded a lot of videos today. Tomorrow will be reviews for Gamera, Guardian of the Universe, a rant on Sword of the Valiant where Sean Connery looks like a fucking Christmas tree. Shark Attack 3, John, that review will be up sometime tomorrow. I'm going to get you Sucker. And The Chase with Charlie Sheen, which is a fun film. So those will be tomorrow sometime. Hey, Matthew Dice, I have not forgotten about the Breaking Bad. In fact, what I will do is, I mentioned what I'm going to have tomorrow. That's Wednesday. Thursday or Friday, I will have the Breaking Bad review for the first episode, Matthew Dice. So either Thursday or Friday, stay tuned for that. Thank you once again, Matthew Dice. I have not forgotten. I watched the episode. I liked it. I mean, right, it's the first episode. I had never seen Breaking Bad, but it was fun. Mainly for Bryan Cranston. But I'll try, because I know you're asking about that. I'll try to have that again Thursday or Friday. Just stay tuned to the channel, because I'll be uploading like 4 or 5 videos a day. Thank you, Perry Fan. I'm glad you enjoyed the review. Hi, Meadowland. Hi, Turtle Tank. Oh, I saw Shark Attack 3. I thought it was rather lame. I did not like it at all. I mean, yeah, there's some fun, laughable stuff, but really, all the fun, laughable stuff you could honestly put at a 5-minute reel, and that doesn't excuse the other hour and a half of boredom and bad acting and nothing on plot, nothing on anything else. So Shark Attack 3 is still bad. I mean, there are sadly worse shark films. Shark Lake with Dolph Lundgren, but it's not a good movie. I have not seen anything of the new Spider-Man game. I mean, I don't have the new systems, but I know I could watch them on YouTube. I just haven't watched them. Haven't had time. Hey, Doomslayer, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Good luck on those reviews. Good luck with the Rollerball remake, John. That's a fucking shitty movie. Crystal Lake Counselor, honestly, I'm not really that gung-ho about the VOD. How much I would pay, it depends if it's a movie I really, really want. I'll just wait till I buy the Blu-ray. Or, you know what, there are places to rent. There will just be patient. That's the thing. I don't have to see a movie exactly. Jason Case, thanks, man, for actively using your Patreon account. What do you mean? I mean, I guess I'm asking compared to what? Are the people who don't? Or are the people who are just silent or stuff? I mean, if so, that's uncool. Oh, thank you, Jason Case, though. I appreciate it. Movie died 2005. I'm doing well. I've had no time for anything else other than the PayPal Patreon reviews, Alex. I've been unable to watch anything else. That's why you're getting 4 or 5 reviews a day. My favorite donut, uh, like white frosting or sugar donuts. The Jeepers Creepers, they're hard to watch because the director is a fucking creeper and he has his pedophile tendencies in both of those movies. So I don't care for them anymore. Man on Wire, I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. I don't care about Demolition Man 2. I really do not. It's not needed. It's not wanted. And also, I don't buy Stallone doing it. I know he said it in a Q&A, but you know what? He also mentioned about 18 other movies he wants to do, whether it be another Rocky film, the Cobra TV series that he wanted to produce, Hunter that he's been talking about for 20 years, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Thank you, Scott. That's really cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. Films are not creative anymore. How come? Laziness, flat out laziness, and also fear. Because creativity spreads fear, as in it's not something that's comfort food, and sadly, a lot of times the most creative films don't do well. Searching with John Cho was fairly creative, and that barely did much. We don't need a Scream 5. We didn't even need a Scream 4, let alone a TV show, let alone a Scream 5. That's fucking pointless. As in taking requests and upload multiple movie reviews in one day. Well, I mean, what I realized looking more into it, everyone else who does Patreon, they don't actually do that kind of stuff. So that was, in a way, stupid on my part. But you know what? I'm committed to doing it, and I'm going to keep doing it. And I just feel it's the right thing to do. I can see why. It's not like, yeah, people like Cinema Snob or such doing a video for every single patron. But you know what? If people are willing to do that, and if people are willing to be that nice, then I really have no room to complain. And that's not a bullshit statement. That's just me being honest. I have no room to complain. So I appreciate everyone, whether on PayPal or Patreon, who has done that. So I appreciate it. And I'm going to do my best to do it the best that I can. Was there another Fly remake in the works? I have no idea. Never played Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I know of the game, but I never played it. Inspirational videos, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I never saw those videos. Originality or execution? Execution. If it's a good movie, then it's a good movie. I don't care if it's a movie I've seen done 100 times or completely original. If it's done well, it's done well. And that's what I prefer most. Twin Peaks, I have no interest in watching Twin Peaks. I'm not a big David Lynch guy. I mean, hell, the one David Lynch film I truly liked was Dune. I mean, I didn't mind Eraserhead for what it was. Have you watched movies with horror elements? I don't know what you mean, Randy. I've reviewed a ton of horror movies. Astronomy, am I interested in it? I'm open to it. Yeah, I had a stance, but then I could not put it in the suitcase, and I need to find a stance sometime. But they seem pretty expensive, and I'm like, I don't want to pay that much money just for a fucking stand. I'm just cheap like that. Brain Damage is a pretty good Frank Henenlotter movie. Nice take on drug addiction. I like Brain Damage. I do not like the Double Dragon movie. I think that's a horrible film. If you want to see a good version of the Double Dragon video game, go watch Showdown Little Tokyo. Lilo and Stitch, I haven't seen that in a decade or two. So I don't remember much. Actually, Turtle Tank 82, I believe I still have up a review of Doom 3 for PS3. That review should still be up. Any movies you don't review similar to Lawnmower Man? No, not that I know of. Right on target, no problem. No problem at all. Clive Barker, yeah, I like Clive Barker. I like Lord of Illusions. That's a good movie. I like the Hellraiser. I liked that one. Nightbreed, I didn't mind. David Redmeyer, I have actually reviewed Copland if you're interested. I reviewed Copland. I have a review of that on the channel, David. In fact, I've reviewed pretty much all of Stallone's movies, and those are on the channel. Fighting Forrester, I've never seen. Freddie Prinze Jr. was almost Spider-Man. Nah, I would not have cared for that. Milo and Otis. Is that the one with the cat and the dog? I love the Resident Evil games. When I was a kid, I played Resident Evil 2 and 4 the most. Those are the two games I played the most, but I enjoy the 4 Resident Evil games that I played. Really, I've only played the first 4. Well, some of Code Veronica, to be fair. Thank you, Drake Stott. I played Batman Arkham Asylum a long time ago. That was a lot of fun. I don't think I have reviews of the best franchise. I like the first 3, not so much the 4th one. Randy, I reviewed Candyman twice, actually. I reviewed it when I reviewed all 3 of the original Candyman films, and I re-reviewed it like a month or so ago, Randy. So I have like 2 reviews of the original Candyman and reviews of the sequels on the channel. Cannibal Holocaust, I don't care for at all. I think I have a review of that on the channel. Yeah, I still have an old review of Cannibal Holocaust on the channel, Matthew Dice, if you want to hear my thoughts. Spy Kids 3, maybe one day. I'll re-review that, maybe one day. Resident Evil 2's remake is awesome for PS4. I don't have a PS4, but I've seen playthroughs. Looks good. Have not watched much of Dragon Ball, so can't say. Never seen the importance of being earnest. A favorite year for movies? That's very tough. I mean, there's a lot of good years. 1993, I mean, yeah, Hard Target, Cliffhanger, Demolition Man, among others. 1986, you have, for me, Cobra, The Golden Child, Big Trouble in Little China, The Fly, Aliens. 1986 is probably my first choice off the top of my head. Have I ever written a screenplay? I have not. Never played Injustice. Worst movie I've ever seen? That's too long of a list. I mean, there's Feeders, Feeders 2, The Star Crystal, Alien 3, the Michael Bay Ninja Turtle films, Alien Origin, Bigfoot County, Movie 43, The Amazing Bulk. The list goes on and on. Nemesis 2, 3, and 4. I have reviewed True Romance, Dominic. I have a review of True Romance on the channel. Again, anyone out there, just feel free to go to the channel and just click on the magnifying glass on the channel. Then you can type in the name of the movie and to see if I reviewed it or not, because quite a few of these movies I've reviewed. A video about franchise pictures. I don't know really anything about franchise pictures, so I don't know what that video would be about. Thank you, David Paul Blanchard. Hi, Pierce Brosnan. Cool. I love you in GoldenEye. I especially love you in Live Wire, underrated film. My favorite classic horror movie? What do you mean classic? Like, what era are you talking about? Oh, wow. Thank you, Lucas Green. As promised, for the review of Season 2 of Jackie Chan Adventures. Also, if I add an extra 20, could I request 2 movies to review? Yeah. Yeah, sure, Lucas Green. As for the Jackie Chan Adventure Season 2, I don't know when I'll be able to get to that because I'm very, very busy. It's very hard to review a TV show, let alone a whole season of a show. Because I think Season 2 is like 24 episodes, and I'm pretty busy with stuff, but I will do the best that I can as soon as I can. I really appreciate that, Lucas Green. That's very kind of you to do so. That's very kind of you. That's pretty cool. Thank you so much. I'm pretty backed up with stuff, but I will do the best that I can, Lucas. That's very kind of you to do so. I got a lot of films to get to this month, but I will try next month to do that as soon as I can. Pierce Bronson Marathon. Hi Cielo, hi Heavy Metal Turtles. Just got finished watching Over the Top, a true heartwarming film. Don't understand why it gets hate. I don't understand it either. What's your favorite classic horror movie from the 90s? From the 90s? Jacob's Ladder from 1990 would be one of them. I also enjoy the original Blair Witch Project. Deep Rising I enjoy. Hi, No Soup for You. Secured a Racket. You mean like a tennis racket? I barely remember Extreme Prejudice, to be perfectly honest. Perryfan 49, mainly I review kind of in the order that they come in, because like sort of a first come first serve. At least I try, or as soon as I find the video, like the movie. Like sometimes it takes a bit longer to find certain movies, and also time. Like some of these movies are 3 hours long, so it's like I have to make sure I have enough time to watch a 3 hour movie and sit down and focus on it at least for a little bit. So it just depends. Life is a Parade. Yeah, Man of Steel. They fucking diss. They fucking diss. I'm doing well. Eric Peralta, how are you doing? Taxi Driver or Joker? I like both of them, so it's hard to pick. I mean, I probably watched Joker just because that's newer and I haven't watched it as many times as Taxi Driver, if that makes sense. One of my favorite rock and roll songs, Hearts on Fire from Rocky IV soundtrack. Hi, John Vaz. Paraffin 49, yeah, I'm trying to do that. Hey, Captain Rose, how are you doing? I read a few Fangoria magazines as a kid, but sadly not a lot. I do like Ravenous. That's an interesting cannibalism movie with Guy Pearce. The whole It saga, who's your favorite character? And the new films, really nobody. In the 1990 miniseries, I like Jonathan Brandis. Maybe I'm a bit partial since Sally, he's no longer with us anymore. The Truman Show, I think, is one of Jim Carrey's better movies. I think it's a great flick. Parafan 49, yeah, I'm enjoying it. I doubt it'll last long just because I think I've just been lucky lately. And with me, with how things have been, my luck usually ends very quickly. But you know what? Even if it does, it's been a fun ride so far. Hi, Mel Blank. Never seen Spencer Confidential, Eric Peralta. Never seen Spencer Confidential. I miss the video stores. I worked at a video store way, way back in the day. I worked at a video store around 2007 to 2012. I worked at a video store. And to be honest, like every job, you have issues with it. But in retrospect, it was the best job I ever had. Meister, don't know who that is. I love that line in Elm Street 2, Jason Case, but I like the film in general. I've always liked it. How do you know? I never seen it. Shivers, maybe one day. My least favorite Michael Bay film. He didn't direct it, but the Ninja Turtle films he produced. What do you use to record? I just use this webcam I have right now to record, and then the microphone for the audio. Hi, Chaz Herring. How are you doing? Favorite Chuck Norris kill in the Missing in Action trilogy? It's hard. Well, I like the flamethrower kill. He kills some people with a flamethrower. Missing in Action 2. That was really cool. Oh, thank you once again, Lucas Green. That's very generous of you. It's cool. I can wait for season 2 in June. As for the 2 extra movies I request, I'll put them in our chat on Messenger. I'll change them if they already requested. You know what? Since you're being so generous, Lucas Green, put it for this month in May. I'll get to them. No matter what, I will get to them in May. The 2 movies. I mean, this is the least I can do. That's being very, very generous. Are you sure, Lucas Green? Let me ask. No bullshit. Are you sure? Because that's a lot of money. I just want to ask, are you sure about that? Because that's a lot of money. I just want to make sure about it. And while that's going on, I gotta let this dog out. My friend's dog. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I'll be right back. He didn't want to go out anyway. It was because the cat was out there. The cat wanted in, and the dog and cat play with each other. So, sorry if I missed other people's questions. I apologize. And if I miss your question, just feel free to repeat it. I'm doing the best that I can. I believe I reviewed 1408. I agree. It's an underrated film. It's such that the Blu-ray only has the shitty ending on it. It doesn't have the ending where John Cusack lives. If you get the Blu-ray of 1408, it only has the ending where he dies, which is bullshit, because that's not how originally I saw it. Eric Peralta, I reviewed Six Underground on the channel. Eric Peralta. Just to let you know, Eric Peralta, if you wonder if I reviewed something, please feel free to check on the channel first. It's on, you can go to the channel, and in the top right, there's a magnifying glass. You can type in the name of a movie, but I already reviewed Six Underground. I enjoyed it. If you're asking which Michael Bay that he directed that I like the least, any of the number Transformer films where Bumblebee's pissing and there's dog fucking. I don't care for Demolition Man 2. It's too late. It's not needed. And Stallone has announced like 85 movies. So like of those movies, what's all going to come out? I mean, let's be honest. The only thing I've seen of Dave Attell is Insomniac, and I love the show. It's a favorite show of mine. I wish the entire show would get an official release, not just the best of DVDs from long ago. I mean, like the entire show. And a light bulb burned out, so that's great. So if you're wondering, I have this light bulb that's flickering in and out, which is cool. Creepshow 3 is a piece of shit. You got a fucking Haunted Hot Dog. Haunted Hot Dog is a bullshit movie. Anything with a haunted hot dog is bullshit, and that's Creepshow 3. Bad Dreams, I think it's a decent film. It's not amazing, but I think it's decent. I liked Jennifer Rubin from Elm Street 3. I liked Bruce Abbott from Reanimator. You may be disappointed in the ending because you may think it's going one way and it's a twist of an ending. I'll say that. The ending is usually when people either like or dislike Bad Dreams, but I don't mind it. I didn't mind the ending. Hey, DJ Mexicano. Reincarnation. It's a nice idea. I hope it's true. That'd be nice. You watch WrestleMania 3 on FS1 tonight. What's FS1? I don't know what FS1 is. I like White House Down. But the thing is, Jonathan, right now, I'm way too busy with the Patreon and PayPal requests. I'm just too busy. I apologize for that. I'm just way too busy with those requests. And I don't think it's right for me to just do random movies when I have people looking for their requests. I think that would not be right of me to do. I'm just able to do this because I just want to take at least a little bit of break. Because I'm only going to be on here for like an hour and a half or 2 hours and then get back to reviewing more stuff. How do you feel about Van Damme retiring soon? It's for the best. If that's the case, that's the first time I heard of it. That's the best then. I think a lot of these guys should retire because the body can only take so much. You know what I mean? Hey, Adolfinita. Hope you're doing well. Favorite rock and roll band? Yes, AC/DC is my favorite. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse I liked more than Spider-Man 2. Oh, Fox Sports 1. Okay. Oh, thank you, Lucas Drain. I'm sure you're a great reviewer, Matt. Even if you're doubting yourself, we support, admire your work as a token accept. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. I'm not going to talk about The Last of Us Part 2 because there may be people who still want to buy the game, and I don't want to spoil it for them. Granted, 99% of the world. But I'm not the guy to ask about that because I didn't finish Last of Us. And mainly because I sucked at the game. To be perfectly honest, I sucked ass at the game. So I never finished it. So I feel bad for people. But I'm not really the right guy to ask because I didn't finish the game. So and I don't want to spoil it for people who are big fans of it. WRJ, hello there. Deadshot with Will coming back, but that's not going to happen. Suicide Squad 2. I think they're not even having Deadshot in it. If you mean a separate movie, I thought Will Smith was the best part of Suicide Squad. I have no issues with Will Smith. Just the movie itself, the way it's edited, the villain was lame, her plan was lame, the fact that we can't stop these bad guys with bullets. But then Deadshot just kills the bad guys with bullets. I didn't understand that shit. Could someone explain about Suicide Squad? The soldiers are shooting the putty-looking motherfuckers from Power Rangers. We can't stop with bullets. And then Deadshot comes in and stops them with bullets. Did I miss something in that or what? Oh, thank you, Lucas Green. Another note. Glad you enjoyed Megamind. Yes, I did. I would actually like to pick that up sometime for the collection. I quite enjoyed it. Would I watch it? Yeah, sure, with Will Smith. I'm a Will Smith fan. I liked Bright, which everyone hated. But I'm a Will Smith fan. I like Bad Boys for Life. So I did enjoy it. I have reviewed Without Warning, actually, Jason Case. About 8 months ago, I tried to do that 80s horror marathon. And when I started with 1980, one of the films I reviewed is Without Warning. So if you're curious, Jason Case, I do have a review of Without Warning on the channel. Hi, Jack the Protector. How are you doing? A comedic take on Cobra? No, this doesn't sound... You know what? To be honest, never played Resident Evil 5, but my friend played it, and all that I saw, it looked like a piece of fucking shit. What do you think about Naughty Dog and Neil Druckmann? They sound like assholes. They sound like absolute fucking assholes, to be perfectly honest. They sound like two-faced pricks. Deadshot was a way better marksman. Yeah, but if you have 50 people firing at the same time, you would think one of them would get at least a lucky shot. Plus, in the dialogue, they specifically say our bullets do nothing. So why even have that as part of the dialogue? If you made a movie short or long, would you want to be the villain or the good guy? I would like to be the good guy. Maybe I'd be like Andrew Dice Clay in Adventures of Ford Fairlane. I'd be that type of character. My favorite movie, Richard Chamberlain. He did a film that's very underrated called Murder by Phone. Sadly, it's only on VHS. Stoner Crazy Clips, how are you doing, man? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Very good guy here. Worst film you had to review for Patreon or PayPal requests? Ooh, that's tough. The Amazing Bulk was one of them. That's one of them that popped in my head. Unaware. You know what? Unaware. The film Unaware, a found footage film where literally nothing happens for 80 minutes. That was the toughest one because I literally had to get up 3 times because I was that bored. If you want to know why, feel free to watch my review of Unaware. Literally, it's a found footage film that's about a couple that goes to a house, they fuck around, the lady is filming, walks in on him when he's taking a shit, they go into a barn, they find a fake alien suit, and then the last 10 minutes, oh shit, we're fumbling our camera around. And then the lady gets fit, and the guy gets killed by asshole agents. So Unaware is the fucking shit. Hey, Ken Shimozen, how are you doing? Unhinged with Russell Crowe. I don't know anything about that. Malcolm McDowell, Alice Cooper, and Roddy McDowell were on list for Pennywise in the miniseries. Interesting. I thought Tim Curry did a good job, but Roddy McDowell, that would be intriguing to see what he would do. I've truthfully never seen The Hunger Games, so I can't tell you. Hi, Citizen333. Very nice guy. I've seen you on Michael's live stream. Thank you for the kind words, by the way. I've never eaten DiGiorno Rising Crust. I've never eaten any of DiGiorno. I would like to pick up Sonic. I think it comes out next week, so yeah, I would like to pick that up on Blu-ray. Sounds great on paper. You were amazed that it was boring. I have to think about that for a minute. That's tough to think about. Favorite Dwayne Johnson movie? The Rundown. I think The Rundown is his best one. Been getting off work early because of what's going on. I guess that is one positive to this whole thing. Glad to finally catch a live stream. Thank you. I'm glad you came by. Checked out Short Time, which I saw you reviewed a while back. Super fun time. Yeah. Sadly, I don't think it's ever got an official DVD release, but Short Time was pretty fun. You ever stream while watching a horror film? In anger, like Alien 3, like, fuck you. I'm not a fan of Lord of the Rings. I'm not a fan of any of them. I know there are fans of it. That's cool. I'm just not one of them. Domino. I believe I reviewed the one that Tony Scott directed, but not one with Guy Pearce, no. Hi, Crater Jake. The first Insidious I haven't seen since it came out, so I don't remember much about it. A new trailer, Unhinged. I hope it has nothing to do with the fucking 80s movie Unhinged. Thank you, Citizen333. I really, really appreciate that. Bad Boys 4, sure. I enjoyed Bad Boys 3, so sure, I'd be up for it. My favorite kind of pizza, it's boring. It's pepperoni. The Prom Night sequels, I don't remember much about them, to be perfectly honest. I believe I reviewed The Island with Michael Bay. I believe I did review that. I enjoy that movie. Worst found footage film? That's tough. A couple I'll mention. Unaware, which I reviewed a week or two ago. That's one of the worst. Bigfoot County is one of the worst. Alien Origin, which was so bad I didn't fucking review. The Zombie Diaries, those are some of the worst. Monster, which is the ripoff of Cloverfield that the Asylum did. Those are some of the worst. I like Gremlins 2. I like both Gremlins 1 and 2. Movies looking forward to this year? Sadly, no, honestly. I haven't watched much Geeks and Gamers, no. I have actually reviewed Silence of the Lambs, Jonathan. Actually, Jonathan, just in case, feel free to go to my channel and and click on the magnifying glass and just type in some of the titles you're mentioning, because I reviewed that quite a few of the movies you're listing, Jonathan Sonko. I don't know nothing about Bad Boys TV show. Rob Zombie might be cool in real life, but I still think he's a shitty fucking director. The oldest movie I reviewed Metropolis and Dracula, Frankenstein, The Invisible Man. I reviewed those movies. But probably Metropolis, because I reviewed... What cut was that? There was a cut I enjoyed from the 80s. Was it Giorgio Moroder's Metropolis? I think I reviewed that. Oh, Eric, thank you. Eric, 199 Super Chat. What are your thoughts on Flat Earthers? I don't get it. I don't understand it. I was told and taught in school that, the Earth is not flat. I just can't believe we're having this discussion. I don't understand it. But hey, what can I say about that? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Ferris Bueller TV show? There was a TV show. I never saw it. I know it's on YouTube. Reviews coming up. Well, tomorrow I have another 5 videos, which will be Gamera, Guardian of the Galaxy, Sword of the Valiant, which is a piece of shit because Sean Connery has a fucking Christmas tree outfit, Shark Attack 3, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, and The Chase with Charlie Sheen, which is a good one. Don't know what order I'll upload them, but... Favorite John Hughes movie that he directed? That's tough because I love Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I like Weird Science. I like The Breakfast Club. Probably... I like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I'll go with Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Mel Blanc, I've actually reviewed Little Shop of Horrors because I did a John Candy marathon where I reviewed most of his videos. And I believe that should still be up if you want to check it out, Mel Blanc 222. Yeah, The Cat in the Hat. That was one of those that Sally got the COPPA treatment, so maybe one day I'll get back to that. I did like Gamera, Guardian of the Universe. I did like that, but I did like it. And that's the review for one of the reviews for tomorrow. I don't think I've seen Layer Cake. Maybe I reviewed it. For some reason that sounds familiar. I might have reviewed that, Pierce. Gamera is kind of like Godzilla, but not really. I reviewed Uncle Buck. I reviewed most of John Candy's movies on the channel. I even have a John Candy playlist. I reviewed The Clown Murders. I reviewed Spaceballs. I reviewed Cool Runnings. I reviewed Summer Rental, Planes, Trains, Automobiles, Uncle Buck, Only the Lonely. I reviewed pretty much all of John Candy's movies. My favorite soda is actually this right here. If you can't see it, that is a Mellow Yellow. I drink this all the time. The COPPA treatment is me being worried that I was going to get in trouble, so stupidly I deleted it. So, I mean, truthfully, that's my fault, but... because they didn't tell anybody any information, and they just allowed this perpetuating scare to continue without telling anybody a damn thing. I've never seen The Hunger Games. I like the Hellboy movies. I do like Hellboy and Hellboy 2. The remake reboot was piece of shit. I ranted on that. You know what? I don't hate X-Men 3 The Last Stand. I'm sorry. I don't hate the film. Dark Phoenix is a piece of shit, but I don't hate X-Men 3. The The Scorpion animated movie looks pretty decent. Looks fun. Looks like a fun one. The Great Zoo of China. I don't know anything about that. I'm not a fan of Red Bull. Hi, 666 Lacrame. Sorry, I butchered that. Take care, no suit for you. Hellboy, Wolf Crew, I would choose Hellboy. Hey, Demi Gordon Boy. Never saw Zombie Diaries 2. The first one was enough. Jamaral, I reviewed Maniac Cop 2 like 2 weeks ago. Jamaral, like literally I reviewed Maniac Cop 2 like 2-3 weeks ago. And I enjoyed it. But yeah, feel free to check out the review. Hi, Jan Deere Sultan. I know it keeps sounding like a broken record, but again, for anyone who visits this, just feel free to go to the channel. There's a magnifying glass on the top right. Just type in the name of the movie, and then you can find my reviews of whatever you're looking for. And if it's not up, then I probably haven't reviewed it, but I reviewed a lot of movies. Not all of them, though. Samurai Cop, yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, but the fun bad, I could see that. I like Steven Spielberg. I don't hate Steven Spielberg. I love the Indiana Jones films, all 4 of them. I even liked 1941. I mean, I love Jaws. I love Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Lucas Green, how much for commentaries via Super Chat? I don't know. I would hold off on commentaries because commentary is a lot harder to do because you're talking consistently for 2 hours. That's a bit tougher. Well, Grant, that's I'm doing it for this, so I guess that's not fair. But Lucas Green, just hold off on that. Let me get to the no commentaries, Lucas, because I need to get to your season 2 of Jackie Chan. I also need to get to the 2 reviews, and I don't want to get too burned out on that. I might have to start limiting if this is like for people. I don't know. Like, you've done enough, Lucas Green. Let me get your stuff done first, and then we could talk about that. I just want to make sure that I get it done because I don't want to disappoint people. I know that sounds stupid, but that's where my babbling was really about. Is I don't want to disappoint people because people are being very kind, and I appreciate that. I really, truly do. Father of the Year looks awful. Vin Diesel, I liked him, but he's done a lot of bad movies. Bloodshot was bad. I liked Find Me Guilty. I reviewed Pitch Black recently. I like The Legend of Hell House. I thought I reviewed that on the channel. It might still be up. I don't know. Have you gone through Real Haunted Houses? Nope, never have. The Mule. I have reviewed The Mule, Jonathan. Again, Jonathan, please feel free to go to the channel and type in, because pretty much every movie you're mentioning I have reviewed on the channel, Jonathan Sonko. Thank you, Lucas Drain. I appreciate that. I really do. The worst X-Men movie? Honestly, for me, it's X-Men First Class of Bullshit, just because of how overrated I think it is. I love John Carpenter's The Thing, so we agree to disagree, Gumby. Best and worst John Cusack film? I'm not sure about best. I like a lot of his stuff. I like Con Air. I like John Cusack as an actor. The worst one is a film I reviewed called Cell. If you don't know what Cell is, John Cusack and Sam Jackson in a Stephen King movie where literally there's an army of people laying down in a football field, their mouths open, and what's coming out of their mouths is literally That's Cell, and that's a piece of fucking shit. I ranted on it. Feel free to check the rant on the channel. These are not mine, it's my friends. I don't even know what they are, so. The worst Stallone film I've seen, Spy Kids 3, is really up there. Planet Mars 2030. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the commentaries. I appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words. I'm not a fan of the Jason Bourne films. I've seen The Bourne Identity and Bourne Ultimatum. Just not a fan of it for me. I don't like the editing. The stories in them I've seen countless times in other films. I just, there's many other action films I prefer. Hey, Bobby Reynolds, doing well. Scott Speedman, nah, not really. He has not impressed me. Not in the Underworld films and others. All American Massacre, don't know what that is. Bryce Russo, hello there. Enjoy tuning into your videos and channel on YouTube. Wish good health for you and your family. You too. You too. Ever been to restaurants? Nah, honestly, I just prefer fast food if I'm going to eat. I just prefer the taste of fast food. The Bagman, never seen it. I've never seen the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon. Maybe one day, but I've never seen it. Yeah, Retrograde. I can wait until the end of the world for that. Love John Ritter. In fact, I love a film he did called Stay Tuned, which I think is very underrated. Very, very underrated. Stay tuned. But yeah, I'm a fan of John Ritter. Never seen Richard Jewell. Can't say anything about Richard Jewell. I've never seen it. You know what? Someone actually requested Toy Story 1 and 2, and I didn't mind them watching them again. I don't love the movies, but you know what? They're not bad watching them again. You know, the voice acting is good. They're very short, brisk-paced films. Actually, Citizen 333, I have a review of Jay and Silent Bob Reboot on the channel. I have a review of it on the channel. Again, for anyone in the chat, just feel free to go to the YouTube channel. Go to the top right. There should be a magnifying glass. And just type in the movie title at hand to see if I reviewed it. Chris Weidman, I just reviewed Meeting Evil literally a week ago, man. Like Chris Weidman, I literally reviewed Meeting Evil literally not even a week ago. Literally been like 4 or 5 days ago. I haven't watched Clown House all the way through, so I have no thoughts on it. I'm not trying to be rude about that. It's just a lot of people are asking about films I've already reviewed. And it just pissed me off that YouTube apparently is not giving out notifications because all these reviews, all these films I reviewed, and YouTube is... So I'm not mad at the people asking me. I'm mad at the YouTube itself being fucking shitty and its notification policies. Because like I reviewed Meeting Evil, I reviewed Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, I reviewed pretty much all this stuff, and YouTube doesn't send notifications out, and it pisses me off. Right, Pancake Poppy. Thoughts on the film that you just uploaded a review of today? I get what you did there. I get what you did there, Pancake Poppy. I reviewed Halloween 3 when I reviewed all the Halloween films. I reviewed Batman vs. Ninja... Well, I'm not sure if that review's still up, actually. That's one I'm not sure if it's still up. Batman vs. TMNT, I just had certain issues with the story. I had a lot of issues with the way the Turtles was used in that. Just Batman has to be teen shit cop, and... But yeah, Chris Weidman, if you're curious, I did a rant on Meeting Evil. I was not a fan of it. And Citizen, I was not a fan of Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. I have a big rant on that because I was very pissed off with that movie. I do like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I do enjoy the original Willy Wonka. Prime Sharon Stone or Whitney Houston. I would choose Whitney Houston. It's cool Bill and Ted 3's getting made, but I'm unsure now because I've seen a lot of piss poor sequels come out in recent years, and I don't want that to happen. Do you think Batman vs. Spider-Man movie will happen? No. A movie will never happen. DC, Marvel movies, they're two different entities. The studio's not going to want to work with each other. Tourist Trap, I have not seen all the way through. I've never seen Onward. Justice League TMNT crossover? Nah, not really. My favorite Freddy kill, the cockroach scene in Elm Street 4. My least favorite Freddy kill, the food one in Elm Street 5 where he just feeds her and her mouth is like a cartoon big. Soul Baron, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words. I hope you and your family is better. I hope you and your family and friends are safe. That goes to everyone in the chat. I'm not a fan of the reboot. I thought it was piss poor, absolute piss poor writing, in my opinion. That's just me. I don't think I reviewed The Skulls. I remember being okay at best. I like Pineapple Express. I think that's a fun comedy. The Babysitter, 1969. Never even heard of it. Jason Case, people are surprised when I say a lot of things. The Other Guys with Mark Wahlberg. I do enjoy that film, actually. Oh, Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. Yeah, Mark Anzio. I actually don't mind that film, but I've reviewed all the Elm Street films. I reviewed all the Hellraiser films. I reviewed all the Chainsaw Massacre films. I reviewed all the Friday the 13th films. I reviewed all the Candyman films. I reviewed a lot of franchises. I have plenty of playlists on the channel. I've reviewed a lot of Stallone films, Van Damme, Dolph Lundgren, Steven Seagal. Thank you, Pierce Brosnan. I appreciate that. I like Keanu Reeves. I don't know if he'd be my favorite of current. He's up there, though. I've never seen the Cider House Rules. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, had to do something real quick. That stupid dog, man. This is why I don't like dogs. I'm sorry, I'm just not a fan of dogs. I'm much more of a cat guy. It's my friend's dog. He wants in and out, can't make up his mind. It's like, come on, man, give me a break. But Lucas, I think, sent in a super chat. Let me get to that. Favorite Schwarzenegger and Van Damme kill? My favorite Van Damme kill would have to be Hard Target, where he gets a gasoline can and then shoots it with a shotgun and blows up the guy and his motorcycle through a damn through the damn building. I have reviewed all the Howling films. I reviewed 1 through Reborn, Mark Anzio. I've reviewed all the Howling films. So I'm not sure what you mean by that. But my favorite Schwarzenegger kill? That's tough. Schwarzenegger. What's my favorite Schwarzenegger kill? God, there's been so many. Let off some steam, Bennett. That's a pretty good one. Now, probably the Sully. Remember I said I'd kill you last? I lied. Probably be that one. But Mark Anzio, I have reviewed all the Howling films. I did 2, I did 3, I did 4, I did 5, I did 6. Sally, I did 7. And I did Howling Reborn. I reviewed all the Howling films, Mark Anzio, so I don't know what you mean about that. Favorite dog movie? Dog Soldiers, if that counts. If not, if you mean like Killer Dog, then Cujo. I only played the first Uncharted game, and I liked that. I don't like the Spirit. I think that's a piece of shit. Hey, Fabio. Hello there, man. I know there'll be a delay, so I don't know when you hear this. But hey, how you doing, Fabio? How are you doing? Thank you for the kind words, man. But yeah, I have a lot of videos coming up for you guys. Gamera, Sword of the Valiant, where Sean Connery looks like a fucking Christmas tree. It was an awful movie. Shark Attack 3, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, which is fun. The Chase. Then Breaking Bad Episode 1. Code of Silence, Lone Wolf McQuaid, Invasion USA, which is great because I love all 3 of those. La Bamba, that was a good one. Teachers, that's a really good movie with Nick Nolte. And then stuff like Frozen. Yes, I finally saw the animated Frozen. Silent Hill, The Mummy, The Raid 2, the first 3 Toy Story films, and much more. So those will be coming. I'm going to try to do at least 5 a day. A movie starring a dog, Cujo. Probably also Bad Moon is really good too. It's a werewolf film, but it does star a dog. Bad Moon is really... I reviewed Bad Moon, where the dog is pretty much the focal character, and he's battling a werewolf to protect his family. So Bad Moon, if you've never seen it, check it out. I'm just doing the first episode. He just wanted the first episode. It's not an entire season. It's the first episode, Breaking Bad. And I liked it, mainly for Bryan Cranston. Friday is a request, actually. That'll be coming sometime this month. 7 is a solid movie. David Fincher did a great job. Favorite Sean Bean movie? You don't have to give me a list of his movies. I like GoldenEye. I know he's in that. I barely remember Sling Blade. I've never seen Welcome to Marwen. Ice Cream Man, I barely remember. Toy Story is actually some reviews that will be coming probably next week. I didn't mind it, watch it again, the first 3 Toy Stories. I mean, I'm not huge into those movies, but you know what? They weren't bad. The voice work, the animation wasn't bad. Yes, my birthday is May 25th. And if all goes better, I'm going to try to do a live stream on my birthday on May 25th. So yes, my birthday is May 25th of this month. You know what, Fabio? That reminds me. I changed my answer. Watchers 1 and 2 are my favorite ones starring a dog. I don't really think of them as the stars. I always think of like Corey Haim and Mark Singer as the stars. But with movies with dogs, yeah, those 2 would be my favorites. So... good call, Fabio. Good call. It's a good call, Ripley. It's a good call. Unlike Burke. You always a word, asshole, Burke. I've never seen There Will Be Blood. Brad Pitt, he's done a lot of movies I enjoy. 7, I enjoyed. Fight Club, I enjoyed. I enjoyed Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I enjoyed Ad Astra. I reviewed that. Thank you, Demi Dorgan. Toy Story 4 was not one of the requests, so I did not see it. I don't watch too many exploitation films. They're not really my favorite genre. No, I don't think that word is used in the Kill Bill movies. Most hated film with Sean Bean? The Hitcher remake. Without a doubt, the Hitcher remake is I despise. Who's Daphne Teen? I don't know who Daphne Teen is. Thank you, Emma Doe. I remember liking Vanilla Coke. I haven't had it in a while, but I remember liking it. I have actually reviewed American Wolf in London. I reviewed it 8 months ago when I tried to start the 80s horror marathon. So I do have a review of An American Wolf in London on the channel, and I enjoy the film. I have a review of Triple X on the channel. I have a review of all the Triple X films on the channel. And I enjoy the first one. Hellraiser 2. Hellraiser 2 has always been my favorite. Resident Evil music video, that's pretty cool. I'll give that a look. I like that song, Dance with the Dead. I'll have to give that a look. Yeah, I'm going to get You Sucker will be reviewed tomorrow. I really enjoy that movie. The Vin Diesel. Yeah, Vin Diesel. Right, Wolf Cool? You said Triple X. You mean the one with Vin Diesel? I like the first one with Vin Diesel, but I'm not a fan of the Ice Cube one. Even the third one. Wolf Cool. But yeah, I reviewed the Vin Diesel Triple X, and you finally recorded, edited, and out of all 30 seasons on DVD. That's pretty cool, Chris Weidman. Congrats on that. Congrats on that. Fuck Steven Seagal. Fuck Steven Seagal. My favorite Mellow Yellow flavor is the original, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna be on for a little while. We don't need a Kill Bill Volume 3. It ended with Part 2. Yeah, I reviewed the Vin Diesel and Ice Cube movies. I reviewed them Wolf Cool. I liked the first one. I did not care for the sequels, but I have reviewed all three of them on the channel. I only remember the first Kung Fu Panda, and I liked it. David Patrick, I reviewed The Iron Giant, and it was not a rant. I enjoyed the film, so I don't know what you're talking about. It was not a rant because the review should still be up. I enjoyed the movie, so what are you talking about, David Patrick? I've never seen The Basketball Diaries. Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, I don't care for that one, honestly. That's actually a Patreon request, Howard the Duck, and I'm sorry, I think the movie sucks. I know people like my friend Mike OCP love the film, that's cool. I still think the movie fucking sucks. I do. I'm not a fan of it. Favorite Charlie Brown special? I haven't seen those since I was a kid, so I can't even remember them. I don't remember The Judge. A Man Apart, decent movie. Decent flick. The Dark Knight or Batman and Robin? Neither. That's a bad choice. I would go with... Well, to be fair, The Dark Knight. For Heath Ledger. I was thinking of The Dark Knight Rises when you said that. To be fair, The Dark Knight for Heath Ledger's performance. This Boy's Life is actually... Is that the one with Leonardo DiCaprio? If so, I think that's a Patreon request. Chainsaw Massacre 2 is canon's best horror film. I don't know. I'd have to look at a list of what their horror films were. My favorite AC/DC songs is the soundtrack to Maximum Overdrive. You Shook Me All Night Long, Who Made Who, Shake Your Foundations. I love the Maximum Overdrive soundtrack. A commercial jamboree, I would like to, but not many people commented on that video. And also, I've just been insanely busy with requests. Insanely busy. So I've just been busy doing that. I've never seen the actual work print of Chainsaw 3. No, I have not. Dunkirk, I've never seen. The new Sausage Factory, we'll see. But if it's like this and I'm super busy, then I probably won't be able to if I'm this super busy. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. For people asking what I'm going to review, right now I'm just too busy with the requests. I'm sorry. So the requests are going to be the ones I'd concentrate on. Because I have a lot of stuff I still need to get to. I'm pretty backed up. Favorite Halloween film is Halloween 2, the original Halloween 2. My favorite James Bond film is GoldenEye. Vacancy, I remember just being so-so. Steven Seagal was almost Batman before Keaton. Michael Keaton did it better. I'm glad that happened. I've heard of Following, but I don't remember anything about it. I reviewed Sniper Special Ops. I reviewed pretty much all of Steven Seagal's films except the newest one or two movies he's done. But other than that, I reviewed pretty much every Steven Seagal film, including Sniper Special Ops. Oh yeah, that's right. I did take down my review of Space Jam. I like Space Jam. I've always enjoyed it. Michael Jordan is not much of an actor, but he's supposed to be playing himself, to be fair. The fact that, it's the Looney Tunes and the best they could get is a commercial for Michael Jordan. But you know what? It's still a fun movie, and sadly, it's still better than Looney Tunes Back in Action. Which I don't hate that film, but Space Jam, the basketball scenes were fun. The soundtrack is awesome. I am a Michael Jordan fan. I don't know about him as a person, but as a performer, he was great. Bill Murray was a lot of fun on it. But yeah, I enjoy Space Jam. I do enjoy it. I know they're doing a sequel, and it's stupid. Completely fucking stupid. Do I want Expendables 4? Fuck and no. Fuck and no, I don't. Yes, rest in peace, Little Richard. A book and a movie, the different style of storytelling. I mean, with the right director and writer, you could blend the two efficiently. Favorite Looney Tunes character? I mean, it's typical. I would go with Bugs Bunny. Michael Jordan's dad. Yeah, I did know about that. It's too bad about Michael Jordan's dad. Shazam. Is that the superhero movie? I thought I reviewed that, but maybe they got taken down. I liked Shazam. First Blood theme is your alarm clock. Sure, why not? It's a good piece of music. Behind Enemy Lines, is that the one with Owen Wilson? If so, I enjoyed it. I thought that was a fun movie. It was an entertaining film. I liked Stretch more in Chainsaw Massacre 2. But to be honest, they had a little bit more to that character in Chainsaw 2. At least a little bit more. Avoiding the question. Well, it's over 70 people, so it's hard to keep up with the questions right on target. But a podcast. I'm very busy though. Sad to say, right on target. I mean, I barely had time to do this stream. I'm just so super busy. As you see right now, I have a season 2 of Jackie Chan Adventures and 2 more reviews. I literally have. I shit you not, folks. I have about 70 movies at least to review this month. And that's a lot to get to, so I'm going to be very busy. Very, very busy. My favorite slasher franchise, probably Friday the 13th. Just the only one I truly don't like is Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Favorite boxer of all time, gotta be Rocky Balboa. You probably mean real life. I didn't follow boxing much in real life, so I can't really answer that question truthfully. Peter Weller, yeah, he's voicing RoboCop in the video game. And I'm like, why not do the documentary then? The ultimate documentary. Why not talk about Leviathan? Why not talk about streamers? But hey, whatever, it's his choice. Iron Maiden, I liked it, but I haven't listened to their music in a long, long time, so I couldn't tell you any favorite songs. Favorite shark movie, Jaws, the first Jaws. Poseidon with Kurt Russell, I have not reviewed it, but I did not care for it. I think if Kurt Russell was the actual lead, maybe. Do you mean Joshua Jackson? Or, because I don't know who Joshua Jackman is. Do you mean Joshua Jackson? Theaters reopening, I don't know. I mean, if you take enough precautions and have people make up their mind, have people actually take fucking responsibility for their own actions. Hey, listen, you know what's going on. If you want to take the chance, put a mask on, put some gloves on, and do it. If not, then think for yourself. James Jim Bob Smith, I have reviewed the Blair Witch 2016 movie. The review is on the channel. And it is a piece of fucking shit. I hated that movie. Leonard Skinner, I remember liking some of their songs. Stallone should retire, just work on DVD Blu-ray releases. Yeah. He works well in interviews. Just do that. Just do interviews. Joshua Jackson. I remember not minding him as an actor. I liked him in Urban Legend. Kurt Russell was great in The Thing. I mean, I don't know Oscar, but he was great in it. Yeah, I agree with that. You have to reopen. You have to reopen because the economy's going to go to shit if you don't. I mean, you have to. And have people take responsibility for their actions. I don't think I've seen Mystic River all the way through. Hey, if you're 16, CC, why are you called a slut? Because if that's the case, that means you're underage, which means I don't want anything to do with you. So either you're a troll pretending to be a lady or something else entirely, which I wouldn't want that either. So, yeah. Bye-bye. Thank you, I don't give a thumb. I really appreciate that. I'm doing the best that I can. I like the new Child's Play, so we agree to disagree. I reviewed the new Child's Play, and I explained why I liked it. I liked the new direction they took. I liked that it was sort of like a single white female version of Child's Play. I thought that was a cool idea. It made it unique. I thought it was well filmed. I thought the kid did a good job. Mark Hamill was no Brad Dourif, but he still did a good job. The mom sucked ass. The mom was horrible in that movie. But other than that, I enjoyed the Child's Play remake. It was better than Curse of Chucky, or Cult of Chucky, or Seed of Chucky, or anything that Don fucking Fettuccine has done in a long fucking time. Just fuck Don Fettuccine. Don Mancini. Fuck the Fettuccine ass. Fuck him. Fuck Don Mancini. His shitty writing, his overrated shitty directing, he fucking sucks ass. Sorry, got on a tangent there. Fuck Don Mancini. Because MGM are fucking stupid. MGM is a fucking idiot. Sorry, No, it's just that someone who is 16 years old, supposedly her username has slut in the title. That doesn't compute. Either it's a troll or it's someone who is underage. Both are bad. And underage, if you're underage but you're using the word slut, no, there's something about it. That's a big no for me. Anime Arati voiced by Stallone? That'd be interesting. Jesse Eisenberg? Not a big fan of him as an actor, especially as fucking Lex Luthor. History of Violence? Pretty solid movie. This fucking dog. He wants in and out, in and out, in and out. In and out, in and out. In and out, in and out. See what I mean? In and out, in and out. Sounds like sex. In and out, in and out. Let's see. Sorry, I missed a bunch of questions. Well, if that's the current culture, then I don't really want a part of it right on target. Call me old-fashioned, but then I don't want I don't want to be a part of it. I like Forrest Gump. Video game reviews. I've done a handful, but I don't think I would be good at video game reviews. Plus, to play a video game, you'd have to take a lot of time to play that game. So, I fucking despise a Serbian film. To me, one of the worst films ever. R-rated comic book movie. That's tough. I love Blade and Blade 2. That comes up. Pretty much Captain Rhodes. The only films I'm reviewing right now, I'm just very, very backed up with requests. And I have to get to a lot of requests. Like David, I know David Dilks here. He has a couple requests. I have not forgotten about them. I've written down. I will get to them as soon as I can. I promise you. Hazard, I've never heard of it. Jolting Hazard, I've never heard of it. Those were not requested, Demi Gorgon, so no. Oh, cool, yeah, VFW was a fun movie. I would say it's one of the better movies of this year, VFW. I quite enjoyed it. I have not seen Take Shelter. Punisher Warzone, I don't care for the lead guy. It was a bit too... silly. Slick Rick, what was your request? What was your request, Slick Rick? What was the name of the movie you requested, Slick Rick 13130? Okay, can you let me know if you hear me? Because stupid OBS disconnected. So if you can hear me, just one time type the number 2. Because it disconnected and reconnected. Because OBS is so great. So again, if you can... Slick Rick, what was the name of the movie though? That's what I'm asking. Slick Rick, what was the name of the movie? Okay, guys, thank you for letting me know. OBS disconnected me, and then thank you, OBS, for doing that. Thank you guys for letting me know. I appreciate that. But yeah, Slick Rick, what was the name of the movie? I'm good now, cool. Oh, yeah, okay, yep, I actually... watched that the other day. It was just for free on Tubi TV. And you know what? I will have that. Let's see. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Thursday. Friday. Thursday, Friday. I will review that. I'll say right here, I think Angry Video Game Nerd the movie is a piece of fucking shit. It's actually for free on Tubi TV, and that's where I watched it. And I actually on my Facebook wrote a review of it. I hated the movie. It's worse than I remember. It's a piece of fucking dog shit, in my opinion. And I'll rant on it. If not Friday, then definitely on the weekend. I wrote a review on my Facebook about it. It's a fucking piece of shit. Shitty writing, terrible plot. Just, I hate it. You know what? That's cool if he took a year off to make it. Congrats on making a film, but I'm not going to say the movie's good when I don't think it's good. It can't be as bad as Titasia. In the Angry Video Game Nerd movie, he has a sidekick out of the blue. He has a fucking lady with glasses out of the blue. He all of a sudden he has a nightmare involving fucking zombies. Then it's about the Atari landfill. Then it's about the fucking a $5. I mean, the movie costs over $300,000. That's more than Clerks. That's about as much as Swingers. That's almost as much as Napoleon Dynamite. And I'm sorry, that writing is piss poor. And that movie was piss poor. That's my opinion. But I'll get into that more in the review. But well, I never saw Titasia, so I can't tell you right on target. I've never seen Titasia. I'm sure it is fucking garbage, though, based on the clips I've seen. And I liked Angry Video. I liked James Rolfe. I first found YouTube from James Rolfe. I liked his stuff. He seems like a nice guy. The Atari landfill, I didn't think it was that clever because it was pretty, I don't know. I know it's an urban legend. The plot didn't know what it wanted to be. It wanted to be a cliche on action films with the sidekick and with the lady that's a love interest, but she's not really a love interest. And then it wants to be about the Atari landfill. Then it wants to be as many cameos as he can put into it. And then everybody loves the Angry Video Game Nerd, which takes away from, you want your character to be an underdog. You would like your character to be an underdog, right? Take care of Emma Doe. But every 5 minutes, it's someone going, how awesome the Angry Video Game Nerd and how funny he is. You're so funny, man. That's kind of a cinematic sin for a character when you want a character. Usually you go for the, my friends said it best. The Angry Video Game Nerd movie is a less raunchy version of a trauma movie. That's the type of humor. It's a less raunchy version of a trauma film. And I fucking hate trauma. And yes, Lloyd Kaufman's in the fucking movie. I like a lot of Angry Video Game Nerd episodes, but you know what? Most of the time, it's for the review. Some of his skits are funny. I think his review of Polybius is one of his best skits. But, yeah, I'll get to that when it'll be Friday or this weekend. But, if you like the film, that's cool. But I'm not going to hold back on it. I think it's terrible. Sorry about everyone. I've never seen The Thaw. I like The Truman Show. The Hitman, I haven't seen in forever. That's fine if he supported people, but I don't like any of their movies. Christina Applegate, did she ever play a villain? I have no idea. Ghost Rider 2, what was the question about Ghost Rider 2? I don't know what happened to my Ghost Rider 2 review. I'll have to look into that. I like Tank Girl. I don't mind Tank Girl. Never seen Bridge of Terabithia. Favorite segment, heavy metal. That's tough. I like the John Candy one where he's the superhero who's bald. Not really a superhero, but I like John Candy though. I thought that was pretty cool. Where he's the little kid and then he's this muscle bound guy. I also like the taxi driver one in Heavy Metal. I don't know much about Alicia Witt. Teen of New York is a good movie. Christopher Walken was great in that. I don't remember a single thing about Point of No Return. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. For me, the same budget Angry Video Game Nerd had were films like Napoleon Dynamite, Swingers, and Clerks. They had the same budget. I think those three films are much better because it's the same budget because of the script. Because of the script. At the end of the day, I did not laugh one single time in the AVGN movie. Not one single time I laughed. If people did, they can feel free to let me know what parts they laughed at. I did not laugh at a single one. I like Conan the Barbarian. It's a good movie. I like Tank Girl. I hate barbed wire. I think barbed wire is awful. 30 minutes or less, I could not do a collab with AVGN. I'm a nobody. He wouldn't know who the hell I am. I'm a nobody. I'm a zilch. I'm a nada. I'm a nothing. Let's be honest. Let's not cross hairs here. I'm a nobody. Let's be honest about it. And the movie AVGN, no. I cracked a lot of frowns, but not a smile. I like James. I like a lot of his movies, but that script fucking sucked. Are you into Arnold or Dolph Lundgren more? I like both. I go with Dolph just because Dolph is more underrated, in my opinion. Who's Joaquin Phoenix? Or do you mean Joaquin Phoenix? I like Weird Al Yankovic. I like a lot of his songs. I've never seen the Creepshow TV show, so why would I get it on Blu-ray? I've never seen the show. Planet of the Apes 2001 is a piece of shit. I thought it was a piece of shit back then. It's a piece of shit now. You're not a nobody, but I am a nobody. Let's be honest. I'm just someone who has a teeny bit of luck. Let's be honest. But thank you for the kind words. Father Figures I've never seen. Ferris Bueller's TV show. I know there was one. It's on YouTube, but I never saw it. Well, M, that's very kind of you. But I think of myself as a nobody. I mean, and no matter how you look at it, I mean, view-wise, I don't get views on my videos. Comments-wise, I'm lucky if I get 5 comments on a video, especially if it's a movie I like, and that's cool. And it is what it is, and there's a lot more to life than that, and it's about the journey, and I'm having fun and talking to you guys, and sometimes that's all that matters. Let's be honest. No bullshit. So it's about being realistic is really what it is. I've actually done a commentary on Super Mario Bros. The movie Wolf Cool. If you're interested, I enjoy the film, and I explain why in the commentary for that. The commentary's up on the channel. Favorite moment of Rambo? I would say in Rambo 3 when he takes a C4, tipped explosive arrow, and blows up a helicopter with it. That's pretty damn cool. Favorite Tarantino film? I would go with Kill Bill Volume 1. The Ferris Bueller's TV show got a DVD? How the hell did that get a DVD, the TV show? Fred Ward, I would say, is a dramatic actor, but he's done well in Tremors and Remo Williams. Fat Albert, I've never seen. Fair Rambo Kill, when he kicks the guy into the hole in Rambo 3 with the grenades and blows him up. But also probably Rambo 2. The C4 tipped explosive arrow to the guy in Rambo 2. That would be my favorite. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, Slick Rick. That was a weird thing about Night of the Demons too. 3 billboards outside Ebbing. I've never seen it. I've never played a Halo game. Favorite obese actor? Does Chris Farley count? I love Chris Farley. I miss the guy. Favorite Rob Schneider role? None. None. Never seen 25th Hour. Never seen Black Klansman. Oh, it's not an official release, the Ferris Bueller TV show. Okay. Yeah, OBS was screwing up again, so you guys can let me know when I'm back. God, this OBS is a piece of fucking shit. What the fuck? OBS has never done that before. But tonight, it's done it twice now. I'll probably do it again. So if it happens again, you'll know it's because OBS disconnects. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then it reconnects. I don't know what the fuck the deal is. I guess OBS, I don't know if it needs some update or something. I rarely play video games. I'm just so cheap. I'm not going to get. I don't even have a PS4. I would like to get one day and play Resident Evil 2 the remake, or what was that game? What was the game that you? It's like a movie, and you think it's a slasher film, but then it's like Wendigos. It looked like a fun game for what it is. I would love to play that, but I'm just so cheap. So. But I don't even have a PS4, let alone getting a PS5. So, Until Dawn, that's the one I'm thinking of. I would like to play that, but again, maybe one day. Favorite alien film would be Aliens. Until Dawn is the one I was thinking of. Until Dawn. It took me a bit to think about that, but I'm not a fan of Borat. Do I think the Maniac Cop remake will ever happen? No. I don't think it'll ever happen. Never played Superman 64. I'm a big fan of Ron White. The Right Stuff, I remember being pretty decent because of the cast. Dumb and Dumberer, I thought it was a time waster. I didn't hate it. I thought it was a time waster. Bill Cosby's a piece of shit. Glad he's in prison for what he did. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the Steven Seagal playlist, M. I really appreciate that. Never saw Disney's Dinosaur. I've never seen it. Mark Heldenberger. She seems like a decent actress. Elektra is awful fucking movie. A guy, his fucking tattoos come alive in that fucking movie. Your favorite Jackass actor? I would go with Steve-O as well. I would go with Steve-O. Never seen that Bryan Cranston movie. Yeah, I love Ron White. Any actors you don't buy as a good guy? I don't know. I, I've actually reviewed Short Time from 1990, Kyle J. McElravy. Have a review of that on the channel, Short Time. If you want to check it out, I enjoyed it. Nope, I've never. No one has requested French Connection 2. No one has requested that. Electra's awful. You have a fucking guy who his tattoos fucking come alive. Oh, thank you, Manuel Ochoa. And I do have your request. I have not forgotten it. I've written it down. I'll do the best I can to get it up on by the end of the month, Manuel. But thank you for the best YouTuber. I'm far from that, believe me. I'm on the bottom of the totem pole. But you know what? I appreciate the super chat, Manuel. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Nope, I've never had a ferret. I've never seen a Home Alone film past part 3. Bill Cosby, well, he raped a bunch of people, for one. Bill Cosby drugged and raped a bunch of people. So that's a good reason to hate Bill Cosby. I've never seen The Dark Tower. I don't know. I've never seen the Tiger Teen stuff, so I have no opinion on it. I've not seen the Tiger Teen stuff. I barely know the whole story about it. I just keep hearing the name, but I don't know shit about Tiger Teen. That's how busy I've been doing these requests. I don't know shit about Tiger Teen other than I recognize the name. I guess Man of Steel over Spider-Man 3, but that's not saying much. Yeah, I know John Wayne played Genghis Khan. And that was the movie that killed him. Because they were filming that movie and it was next to some type of radiation or something. And they all got sick from cancer. Like John Wayne, a lot of people on that set died from cancer afterward. From that Genghis Khan movie. So that movie technically killed a lot of people, including John Wayne. It took a few years, but yeah, there was some type of radiation there where they filmed that movie. Favorite Cartoon Network show? I don't know what shows are on the Cartoon Network, to be honest. I have reviewed The Big Hit, if you're interested, Kyle J. I've reviewed The Big Hit on the channel. I really enjoyed it, including that fight scene in the store. It's a very entertaining fight scene. I don't want to see another Universal Soldier movie. It's too late. It's already been done. I like Mel Gibson as an actor. I mean, I enjoyed Get the Gringo and Lethal Weapon films, and the 2001 is worse. Planet of the Apes. The 2001 is worse. Well, Christopher, you're very kind of you to say thank you. Sketch artist I've never heard of. Hi Raven. Favorite Kiefer Sutherland. The Lost Boys is pretty good. The Man Who Knew Too Little I had fun with Bill Murray. I enjoy that movie. Edge of Darkness I haven't seen in forever. Super, I don't remember a single thing from Super. Favorite Kiefer Sutherland movie? The Lost Boys is up there. Phone Booth is up there. Flatliners I liked. Tom and Jerry the movie, is that the one where they talk? That was the big mistake, having them talk. That was the biggest mistake they made. I don't care for the second one, which has Angus Sutherland as a surfer, but I liked the third one, where Corey Feldman was the actual star of the movie. I liked that one. Family, I've never heard of that TV show. Sinners and Saints, never seen it. Never been on TV, never been on the radio. Hey Antonio T. Favorite Vin Diesel film? It would be Pitch Black, which I reviewed just the other day. Yeah, it was just the other day I reviewed Pitch Black. Kindergarten Cop 2. It's not the worst thing ever. It's not that good of a movie, but I've seen way, way worse. Training Day is decent film. Roger Rabbit I like a lot more than Cool World. Oh, thank you, David, for the $5 super chat. Now that we have 2 Jokers, 2 Han Solos, and so on, do you think we'll eventually have 3 guys playing a role at once? What do you mean at once? Well, what do you mean at once? Because technically the 2 Han Solos, that Han Solo is dead, so... I mean, 3 guys playing a role at once? I can't think of a movie that would do that. Except Baby... I don't know what would do that, honestly. I really don't. Maybe... No, I can't think of one, because I doubt Jared Leto's ever going to come back as Joker. So, I don't know. Yeah, I've never seen The Mandalorian. I don't watch a lot of sports, but if I did watch one, it would be basketball. Yeah, Tom and Jerry should not have talked. It kind of loses their appeal. Dumb and Dumber with Nick Cage and Gary Oldman, that would have been awful. I would not have been for that. I think Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels did it perfectly in the first Dumb and Dumber. Never saw Seabiscuit. Swan's Crossing, I've never heard of it. The worst pain you experienced? Well, when I was in middle school, I got in a car crash in the back seat of the car, and this entire eyeball was scratched up, probably from my glasses that disappeared into thin air, and literally I had to keep putting drops in my eyeball so that it didn't go blind, and it was completely stabbed up, and that wasn't fun. So having my eyeball scratched, that'd probably be the worst one. Little Nicky I'm not a fan of. I like Grown Ups. I don't know, it would be in my top 10. Favorite Clint Eastwood film? I would say Magnum Force. Magnum Force is my favorite. Favorite kind of muscle car? The one in Cobra that Stallone drives is pretty damn cool. In the 1986 film Cobra. Most unnecessary action franchise besides Escape Plan? That's tough. I'd have to think about that. Never seen Susan's Plan. I barely remember Gran Torino. Favorite year for movies, maybe 1986, because he had Aliens, The Golden Child, Big Trouble in Little China, The Fly, Maximum Overdrive, Short Circuit, among others. Cobra. Favorite James Caan film would be Rollerball. Shooter, I barely remember. I never saw American Psycho 2, to be honest. War of the Worlds is actually a request, so I will be reviewing that sometime this month. I have no interest in buying the collector's edition of Cobra. The features on it don't interest me. Not enough to pay $25 for it. I like Misery. Most Wanted I liked a lot more than Shooter, from what I remember. Favorite Paramount movie for me is my favorite is The Golden Child with Eddie Murphy. I love that film to death. Never, I don't remember much of Mitty Blue Eyes. Lethal Weapon 4, I don't hate it as much as I used to, but I don't know. I didn't need to see those guys sold, and then they can't do it anymore, and then they barely beat Jet Li, which, I mean, made sense because it's Jet Li, but I don't know, just something about seeing the Lethal Weapon not being as lethal anymore was a bit depressing. I mean, that's age, granted, but it doesn't mean I wanted to see that. I think that's one of the things. I think that's one of the things about it, but it's compared to a lot of sequels. In retrospect, it's not that bad. Lethal Weapon 3 is actually my favorite. Well, no, the first Lethal Weapon's my favorite. But I like Lethal Weapon 3. That's actually my favorite sequel in the franchise is Lethal Weapon 3. 24, I only saw bits and pieces of the first season. I like The Italian Job from 2003. I haven't reviewed it, but I liked it. CB4, I don't remember anything about. I've never seen Freeway. Never seen Freeway. Never seen Colors. Worst Jean Reno performance? I've never really seen him be bad in a movie. I like The Italian Job. I mean, I hate to say it, but Mark Wahlberg did not do a bad job in it, to be fair. I don't care. Well, no, I don't care to see an Iron Man 4. Vanilla Sky, I remember not caring for. Secret of My Success, I remember being okay. I remember being an okay movie. Out to see one of the lesser Jack Lemmon, Walter Matthau movies. My favorite TV series, the first 7 or 8 seasons of The X-Files. I forgot he was in the Rollerball remake. Okay, I would choose that. I completely forgot Jean Reno was in the Rollerball remake. So yeah, I would choose that. Yeah, I don't mind. I like Home Alone 2. I like the first 2 Home Alone films. Hi, Colin. How are you doing? I've never seen The Color Purple. Right on Target. No, I did not know about that. Actually, someone requested Mouse Hunt, so I will try to review that sometime this month. I don't need to see a Spider-Man 4, no. I'm not much of a family guy. Home Alone 3 is fucking awful. Although I know Roger Ebert loved it and thought it was the best Home Alone film, but I think Home Alone 3 sucked. I thought the kids sucked. I thought the plot was ridiculous. I know it was the same, but I still like Home Alone 2. I haven't watched much Steve McQueen films, to be honest. Except the Blob, the original Blob, which I did not like. I much prefer the remake. If they get requested, sure, I'll re-review the Die Hard films if they get requested. How much would it cost for a commentary on Blade 2, Lauren Francisco 31? I don't know. I mean, it's tough to do a commentary. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's just right now I'm so backed up with stuff that like reviewing a movie is easier than doing a commentary because it's hard to think of stuff to say for 2 hours. Does that make sense? Like here it's easy because I'm just answering questions. But when you're sitting there and you're by yourself, it's hard to do a commentary. So I mean, I don't know, Lauren Francisco. I can't tell you a definitive one answer for that. Need more fiber in my diet. No, what was the line in Tango and Cash? I think you need more iron in your diet. I'm not well, I like White Chicks, but I'm not a fan of the movie White Chicks. No, I much prefer I'm Going to Get You Sucker, Steering Movie 2. Shame I reviewed, and I love A Low Down Dirty Shame. No, I don't want to see Amazing Spider-Man 3. You know what? I like to see a sequel to the Spider-Verse. And maybe have the older Spider-Man be the star, or have Spider-Man 2099 be in it and be the fucking star. And I liked the Spider-Verse movie. I reviewed that today. Well, technically yesterday. Fuck. I'm trying to drink this and the fucking cap is on. Favorite historical figure? I'll go with John F. Kennedy. Don't Be a Menace, that's a good one too. If people know my reviews, and if you watched every review, I reference Don't Be a Menace a lot. You know how a lot of times I go, message? That is me stealing from Don't Be a Menace to South Central when drinking your juice in a hood. Whenever in my reviews, especially on an SJW film, and I go, message, that's from Don't Be a Menace. Because at times, Tina and Ivory would go in and just message and then leave the scene. It's from that right there. That's where it's from. Kazam, the Shaquille O'Neal movie. I haven't seen that film in over 20 years. So I don't remember a thing about it. I do have the Blu-ray Umbrella Entertainment of The Punisher from 1989. I reviewed the source code. I actually have a review of the source code on the channel WRJ. Again, for anyone out there, if you're ever interested, if I reviewed a film, feel free to go to the channel. On the top right, there should be a magnifying glass. Feel free to type in the name of the movie. Well, like I said, I like White Chicks, but not a fan of the movie White Chicks. Like I already said, I liked... Did I just answer that a couple minutes ago? Anyway, I liked it Low Down Dirty Shame more. I liked Steer Movie 1 and 2 more. I like I'm Going to Get You Sucker more. Don't Be a Menace I like more. Steel is a piece of shit. Shane McMahon is Bruce Wayne. Shane McMahon is not an actor, in my opinion. No, Shaquille O'Neal is not much of an actor. Little Man is a fucking awful. Maybe the worst film Teen Ivory Wayans has directed. Friday's your favorite. I like Friday 5. I reviewed all the Friday 13 films, but I like Friday 5. Demi Gordon boy, thank you so much for that. Thank you for the kind words. Hulk Hogan is an actor. Not much of an actor. I could deal with him in Suburban Commando. That's pretty much it for movies. Never seen The Story of Us. Never seen 12 Years a Slave. Which American War is most interesting to you? Really none of them. I wouldn't say I found any of them interesting. Don't need a Die Hard 6. Die Hard is done. Don't need any more Die Hards. I don't like The Expendables 2. I actually have a review of that on the channel, Fallen. I've reviewed pretty much every Stallone film except Spy Kids 3 and Ants. I have to re-review those two, but I pretty much reviewed almost every other Stallone film. I'm glad you like Bloodsport. That's really cool. I have only seen the first Faces of Death. The 80s marathon, that'd just be too much to try to finish. Especially now, it'd be impossible to do. Completely impossible. Because I'm busy enough as it is with requests. To try to do that on top of it would be completely impossible. I would love to see another Beavis and Butthead movie. I love the movie. I love the show. The one from Freddy vs. Jason is the worst lead girl in both franchises, in my opinion. The girl in Freddy vs. Jason was the worst to me. Yeah, Silent Hill Sally is dead. You can thank Konami for that. Never seen Widows. I barely remember Timeline. What I do remember, I remember not caring for it because I'm not a big medieval guy. And I don't know, the story, the setup was interesting, but the result was just like, I didn't really care for the second half. Meltdown, I was annoyed by the wannabe Jackie Chan / Bruce Lee guy in there. Where he had like the Bruce Lee outfit, but then he was like pretending to be Jackie Chan, whatever the fuck that guy is. When it was Jet Li, it was cool, but then when it centered on the other guy, I didn't give a shit. Street Beefs, I have no idea who that is. Big Mama's House, not a fan of it. Hi, Dave Dukes. How are you doing? From Australia. Hope you're doing well. Superman 5 back in the day with Christopher Reeve? Maybe with a good script. You know what? Honestly, in 1993, if he did Batman v Superman with Michael Keaton and Christopher Reeve, I think that would have been terrific. I have not seen Juice. Favorite neo-noir film? You'd have to give me some examples. I've never seen American Hustle. In the Valley of Elah, I did not care for it. I thought it was just rather boring. Adventureland, I never saw. Tom and Jerry Looney Tunes crossover? Sure, why not? Elm Street? What do you mean about Elm Street, Mark Anzio? Favorite Martin Lawrence film? Bad Boys 2. Bad Boys 2. Never saw Unthinkable. You mean a sequel to the remake? I would not have minded because I liked the reboot. Give Him Hell Malone. I enjoyed that with Thomas Jane. I do enjoy that one. I like the first House Party the best. Paul Blart Mall Cop I thought was absolutely awful. I actually ranted on Captain America 1990. I think the rant is still up on the channel. I'm not a fan of that. Oh, okay, Mark Anzio, I gotcha. Stormy Weather I've never seen. I reviewed The Sandlot. I reviewed The Sandlot like a month or two ago, Demi Dorgan. Rush with Ron Howard directing, never saw it. Favorite De Niro film? I'd have to see a list of Robert De Niro movies to give the best answer. Heat. You know what? I'll go with Heat right now. Al Pacino, Robert De Niro. I'll go with Heat. Wes Craven directing Superman 4, would it be better? No, because the problem was the budget and the script. Awful script, micro budget. Because Canon Films was in a horrible state of affairs, that company. And then you did cheap jack special effects. It would not have mattered if Wes Craven directed it or not. It still would have been cheap jack effects because the budget would not be there. I'm indifferent on Kevin James. I think sometimes in the Adam Sandler movies, they try to make him another Chris Farley, and it failed, in my opinion. I really do believe that. I think a lot of the Adam Sandler films Kevin James is in, they want to make him to another Chris Farley, and he's not up to the task. Oh, I've never seen the Sandlot sequels, no. Fair Wes Anderson film? I don't think I have one. I've never seen Lawrence of Arabia. I've heard of it, of course. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. And The Heart of the Sea, I've never seen it. Favorite Pacino film? It's Scarface. Scarface is my favorite. Don't need to see another Ace Ventura. Dumb and Dumber 2 with Jim Carrey killed any interest I have of Jim Carrey doing sequels. Daylight's End? I've never heard of it. Never heard of Daylight's End. Dennis the Menace? I haven't seen that since I was a kid. Freddy's Dead on video DVD is not the theatrical version, but a cut down version. I've heard that, but I can't confirm it. I believe I reviewed the Iron Giant Fallen. I believe I have a review of that on the channel. If I don't, I do enjoy the film. I like all the episodes with Insomniac. My favorite moment is probably, what was it, in Chicago, when he went to the food place and all the workers just started cursing at the customers. Like, sit your fucking fat ass down. Get the dick out of your mouth and come over here. Like, the workers would say that to all the customers. I think it was in Chicago. That's the funniest part. Do I like The Wizard of Oz? Yeah, I like The Wizard of Oz. House with a Clock in its Walls, I've never seen. The Wiz, I've never seen. The Deer Hunter hasn't been for a long, long, long time. Love Full Metal Jacket. Problem Child, I haven't seen that since I was a kid, so I don't remember anything about it. A director that's never made a single bad movie. I don't think there is a director who's never made a single bad movie. I can't think of one director. The Wiener Circle in Chicago. Yes, JSD. That's the one with Insomniac with David Tell. Yeah. Where it was like a group of ladies and they worked there, like 3 or 4 of them. Get the dick out of your mouth. That's hilarious. But I wish Insomniac would get an actual, all the episodes released on DVD. It deserves it, but it'll never happen. Never saw Tooth and Nail. I don't know about that scene edited in Ace Ventura. Oh, I could show what. No, I'll be right back. I just show one thing to you guys that I got in the mail today. I'll be right back. I can show you here. Be right in a second. Let's see, can you guys still hear me? Yeah. No, I don't regret deleting anything because I could always just redo it. I reviewed all the Chris Farley films. Never seen Knives Out. Don't need a remake of The Mask. This is what I got in the mail today because I bought this. Unofficial, but still great. See if it... Ta-da! The complete 2003 set of the Ninja Turtles. My all-time favorite cartoon. All the episodes and the movie from season 1 to Back to the Sewers and Turtles Forever and bonus features. I know you can't see it because of the buffering and low quality, but as it says here, Back to the Sewer, Turtles Forever, special features. So, yep. The 2003 Ninja Turtles cartoon. Nice case for it. He actually put on the back that it does have special features, including the full version of Turtles Forever that was only overseas. It's not much different, but it's still nice for completion's sake. And I actually like the cover too, and I like that it's actually some effort. There is a guy on Facebook, I cannot mention his name, but he makes unofficial versions. He does an excellent job. And this only cost me about $35. 35 bucks. You know what? For the entire show, I'm down for that. Plus, it's got features. Plus, it's got the full version of Turtles Forever. Plus, it's got nice packaging. It was worth the money. So, very nice. And I'll probably pick up a few more just for my birthday, because my birthday is May 25th. I can't send the link, unfortunately, because it's, especially in a public forum, I would get the guy in trouble. So that's why I'm not mentioning his name. I apologize for that. It's just, again, because it's unofficial, I can't do that. But it was really cool because that's how I got the Beavis and Butthead set, which is all the uncut episodes and Beavis and Butthead Blu-ray of the movie. I also got the Titan A on Blu-ray, Toys of Ron Williams on Blu-ray, and a few others because connection with this guy. So, but yeah, I also got the Beavis and Butthead, the full uncut versions with the music videos, and he's working on Celebrity Deathmatch and Jackass, the full uncut versions of Jackass, so on Blu-ray. So I look forward to that. I would love Alf on Blu-ray. That would be great. The uncut, as in non-syndicated versions, I would love that. I would love that. What footage was cut out of Knockoff? I don't even know this. I reviewed Knockoff. I reviewed him with the Van Damme films, but what was cut out of Knockoff? Don't hunt what you can't kill. Any funny stories working at a video store? Well, there was a time where a guy was pissed off that the porn section in the back did not have any gay porn. There was no one else in the store, but he got up and he got pissed. What don't you? No, it was gay or tranny. It was either we didn't have any gay or we didn't have any tranny porn, and he was pissed off. And I didn't give a shit or say anything, and then he just left. So, that's the funny stuff he did with a video store. Or people go, I returned the movie. I returned the film. And then you realize they accidentally put it in the fucking trash can, not the actual slip that you put the movie in. There's a trash can nearby, and you would not realize how many people are fucking stupid enough to think that a trash can is the same as a thing that's part of the store that you put the movie in. Because so many times they would accidentally put the movie they're returning in the fucking trash can. Not once, not twice. This was a common fucking occurrence. And that's how fucking stupid people were. They thought a trash can was the same as the actual slot that's part of the fucking building that you put it in. No, there's no video stores around here. Not that I know of. Mike OCP got an unofficial Freddy's Blu-ray set. He had in one of his collection videos. I don't know who he got it from though. Yeah, I do have the DVDs of Alf from overseas, and those it's expensive, but that's the way to go. The German Alf Blu-rays, but you need a region-free, I mean DVDs, region-free DVD player. The uncut versions of Alf, most of them is in the DVD sets in Germany. My favorite Back to the Future film is the first one. That is my favorite Back to the Future film. Poa Quatsi, never heard of it. Lucifer Valentine, have no idea who that is. Plans to move to Fiji, not that I know of. Drake and Josh, I've never seen Drake and Josh. Caligula, I have seen, but it's been so long. I never went to Blockbuster, honestly. I worked at a Mr. Movies video store, and then before that, I would go to mom and pop stores. Because back in the day, video stores, literally at gas stations, you would have movies to rent. And then there was this one place called Hastings. I don't know if anyone remembers Hastings. They also had a website which had a lot of good deals on movies. And I would go to Hastings a lot to rent. No, I don't think Eric Stoltz would have made a good Marty McFly. I think Michael J. Fox was the better choice. Hey, Scott. They twice took down your stream? What do you mean by took down? You mean like, is it an internet connection? Or did they give a reason for it? Or what were you talking about? Any specific topics you were talking about? People remember Hastings? That's cool. Yeah, in the German Alf DVDs, there's a couple episodes that are still cut, but most of them are, quote, the uncut versions, at least compared to the US. Well, what does it actually say, Scotty? What does it actually say? Does it say copyright or... Do I ever watch the Super Bowl? No. I haven't talked to Mario in a long, 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 long time, so can't tell you. Elf, all the way. Scott the Woz, I have no idea who that is. I like Green Lantern. I know I'm alone in that, but I like Green Lantern. As for how long I'm going, I'm probably going to end it pretty soon. Because it's been over 2 hours. So I'm getting a bit tired. I still have to do a couple reviews too. So I'll probably be ending it fairly soon. So... Fred the movie, I've never seen it. Best Michael Rooker movie to me is Cliffhanger. Green Lantern 2, I'd see it. Days of Thunder all the way. I love Days of Thunder. Underrated film. Leon the Professional, I don't think it's overrated, but I like the film. Room 237 review. Yeah, he's a nice guy. He's commented on some of my videos. He's a nice guy. The Steve Famile Blu-ray, the features seem pretty underwhelming, especially for $30. I haven't seen heavyweights in a long, long time. I did not grow up much with Tom and Jerry. There's not really many flea markets around here. What's Eating Gilbert Grape? Good movie. But I'm going to end it now. Again, I've been on for over 2 hours, so I have a lot of stuff I got to get to review wise, so I need to get going. But thank you guys for joining me on the live stream. Thank you guys. And actually, I think Good Bad Flitz is subscribed to me. He's never left a comment, but I think he's subbed to me. I believe. I could be wrong on that, but I looked at. There's a way you look at people who subscribe to me. I think he's subbed to me for some reason. But I like his stuff. He does a good job. But yeah, you guys have a good night. Take care. Stay tuned for a lot more reviews. And we will see you guys later. Bye-bye.